What's it gonna be? It's gonna be a fish. I've not been very successful so far with our new fishing dock that we built in the last episode. But you know what? It's going to be a work in progress. Welcome back, everyone, to Better Building, where we have the goal of getting better in the different aspects of building inside of Minecraft. In the last episode, we had our first major terraforming project where we made this cliff here with a sandy beachfront so we could have a nice view with our fisherman's hut. This episode, we are going to be building something that is going to be kind of coinciding with the new update, as I have now updated the Better Building world to 1.21.6. The major thing that was added in this update is the Happy Ghast. And with AutoCraft Season 6 starting, I really haven't had the chance to play with them yet, as I was really busy with villagers. So I thought, what better way to do it than on the Better Building world? What I want to build today, now I don't know where it's going to go exactly just yet, but I want to make another form of maybe another cliff face, where on the top we have an actual Happy Ghast Garage, where we'll have maybe 3 or 4 ghasts with maybe different colored harnesses in there ready to use for building. Because as of right now, we do not have elytras, shulker boxes, any of that stuff yet. So having the ghast and being able to float up is going to be very nice, especially for building trees. But of course, in order to build the Happy Ghast Garage, we're going to need Happy Ghasts. Which means I should probably come in here and grab a little bit of stone, which I'm realizing I don't think I have any. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and we'll get some netherrack from the nether. Because in order to get these Happy Ghasts, we need to find a soul sand valley. Which, lucky enough for us, we haven't explored the nether really at all yet, as all we did last episode was just come in here really quick. So whatever the closest soul sand valley is might already have some Happy Ghasts in it. In which I'm thinking, let's set off in this direction, because I think this is going to be the most open with the basalt delta here. But I do need to remember that I need to be able to get back, so I can't make myself a bridge that isn't going to work going the other way. And well, it seems I've already kind of come to a dead end, so I'm just going to dig a tunnel going through, and hopefully we will find something on the other side. Okay, seems that I have found just what looks to be another ravine. But I might be able to use it going this way, maybe? I really don't want to be in the nether for too long here, but I am seeing nether bricks right there, which means there is a fortress. And okay, here we are over lava. Okay, I think that's a soul sand valley right there. It would probably be smarter here to go off down this way, and then we will go around the lava lake. Because I can hear normal ghasts right now, and if I were to just shoot across there, I know it would not be good. And this is just one pillar of nether brick. Oh, but I can see more right there. Okay, there's definitely a fortress right there. But honestly, that's really good to know. It's nice to know that we have another fortress super close to us. And you know what, since we're over here, I could also use some soul sand to make some bubble elevators. And I did forget to bring a shield, so we're just gonna have to fight every single skeleton here. And I believe the dried ghasts spawn at these bone structures, which while I'm at them, I am gonna mine these bone blocks. However, I didn't really go that far in order to find this area, so it's very possible that these are not going to spawn the dried ghasts. And if I'm gonna be honest, I think I want to have like 4 or 5 of these things, because you cannot breed them. The only other way of obtaining them is to do piglin trading. It does seem like, though, that this soul sand valley does go for a while. So I'm just hoping, and there's a dried ghast right there. So that means we are officially in the new terrain. I just need to get over there. And here we go. I think you can just punch these things, and there we go. We have our first dried ghast. Now only to get like another 3 or 4 of these things. Here's number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5. That wasn't bad at all. That only took me about 5 minutes once I actually started to find them. But now we have to see if I'm going to be able to make it back. I think I have to go that way. Oh, and I've actually found another one on the way back here. That is, if I'm going the right direction. Here we go. I found my lines. We can now go back. Ah, there's the portal. We are home free. Don't mind me, piglins. Just gonna make my way through this portal. That was very successful. We got a total of 6 dried ghasts that we can put in this Happy Ghast Garage. But I don't think I'm going to make these into Happy Ghasts just yet, as we really don't need like 5 or 6 big ghasts just floating around. I'm definitely thinking that I want to make the build right over there, because if we have a cliff that maybe goes up to here and then a building on top, I think that would look pretty cool. So for now, they're going to go hopefully safe and sound inside of my nether chest. Fast forward a bit of time, and I have figured out exactly what is going to be going right over here. I know I said it was going to be a Happy Ghast Garage, and well, it is still going to be. And we are still going to be putting it up into the sky, but I have fully designed it, and I know what it's going to look like. And must I say, it's going to be a lot of materials to get. So much that this might take a little bit of time to do so. But if we want to do this even faster, a quicker way would be to get more XP so we can make maybe a couple more shovels and probably a better Silk Touch pickaxe, because this is still the only one that we have. And what is going on with my horse here? He doesn't exist. And now we already do have that one XP farm, which is the spider farm. However, it's really not the best when it comes to XP. The main reason why I built it is so we would have access to a ton of string. But if you remember though, in the last episode, while I was down here mining a bunch of andesite, I found a skeleton spawner right here. And well, skeletons give a lot more XP than spiders do. And it's also right underneath the house. So I thought we might as well go through and clear this out and turn this into an actual farm. And this shouldn't be too difficult, as skeleton spawners are much easier to make than spider spawners are. So putting this thing together should be a breeze. And here we go, we have ourselves a nice old skeleton farm. And that was just me AFKing there for not even like 3 minutes. And that was already 2 levels when we're already at level 27. So, you know, it's higher XP to get to the next level and all the fancy tech. But not only that, but we also now have a source of bones, which is pretty cool. As one block that I don't build in that often is bone block. And it is honestly a really good block. But this just means that we can get going on getting a bunch more enchants, so we can get going on getting all the materials that we are going to need to make the hill and to make the building. I have been AFKing at this thing for a while now, and well, we have a lot of bones and arrows, and then any kind of armor piece or bow that doesn't really have a good enchant or is just extremely low, I'm just throwing on the ground because we really do not need it. But I've gotten myself up to level 56, so I would say that we are ready to do some more enchants. I have already done 1 enchant, so now we have a Silk Touch, Efficiency 4, and Unbreaking 3 pickaxe, which will make it very beneficial because we are going to need to mine a bit of stone and a bit of tuff for this project. Now, the only downside is I don't believe that we have a lot of diamonds left. Yeah, we have 7. I'm going to use these diamonds to probably just make a couple shovels. Let's just start with 2, and I definitely got way more XP than we needed, but let's just see. An Unbreaking 3 is just Unbreaking 3, and then we have just Efficiency 4. I'm just going to undo both of these, because that is not good at all. I don't want Fortune. I definitely want to have Silk Touch, because then we would be able to collect the grass blocks. Here we go. Here's our first Silk Touch one, and it's just Silk Touch. Can we combine it with another one? So this would give us Efficiency 4 and Silk Touch. I actually think I'm going to get rid of the Efficiency 4 here and just kind of re-roll this one until hopefully we get something better here. See, I like this. This has Efficiency 4 and Unbreaking 3, but it does have Fortune. The question is I can't. I wish I could just replace this Fortune 3 with the Silk Touch. And now that does mean that I am already out of levels. Never mind when I said I thought that only 2 shovels was not going to be enough for the amount of levels that we had. And unfortunately, the only tools that I have over here that are currently enchanted is just this one with Fortune 3 and Efficiency 4, and this one with Silk Touch and Efficiency 5. Well, I'm going to get going on these materials, even though I'm not going to be able to get everything we need, especially because this shovel isn't on full durability, which actually I just thought that we can use this shovel here and just combine it with the one that we currently have. And then we can go back to having a completely full shovel. I might have to do this a couple times, but hopefully we can get enough grass to be able to make our hill. Resource gathering has been complete, and well, this was very painful without being able to have shulker boxes, so potentially in the next episode, we might be going to get some. But I divided this all mainly into the blocks that we're going to be using for the hill, as well as some of the stuff that's in here, and then also the stuff that we're going to be using for the building that is going to be going on top. The hill is going to be taking up almost everything that I'm kind of riding over right now. Like this tree will be covered and all these animals will be covered as well. Basically, we are just taking the ground that we have here and then just pushing it up into the sky. But I don't have a fence on me, so I am just going to put this horse back over here and then, well, walk back. And then now we can get to building up a hill with a building on top. This build was a lot more time consuming than I was expecting. Now, it is not fully 100% done yet, as we still need to add the grass and possibly some trees on here as well. And of course, we are going to need to add our Happy Ghasts as well. So right here is where we'll have 5 different bays for the ghasts to be. And with the way I've set up these borders with the trapdoors, in my testing, the ghasts actually were not able to come out on their own. But if we come over here to the door, we have the kind of back area of this garage, where all I have right now is this one dried ghast in the corner, as I'm not 100% sure what I want to do with this space. Something that I was thinking is using it for farms. Redstone farms are very ugly, and if we were able to hide them inside builds, that would be awesome. So that is why we have this spot right here. And then if I go ahead and I jump into free cam here, because I don't have an elytra just yet, but if I come up to the top, I did also leave this space open as well that we could also use for maybe putting a farm or two. That is once we get later in the game, of course, as this is only episode 3. But I think we need to get going on getting some ghasts in here. All right, so if we grab our ghasts from in here, and then we're probably gonna need a couple of buckets. Just to make this easier, I'll make 5, and then just fill these up with water. And now, I did see somebody do it like this, where they place 4 pressure plates, water in the middle, and then they put the dried ghast there. So I think I'm just going to do this just 4 more times, and then just place the rest of these ghasts in. And then, well, now it's just a waiting game on when these are going to be turning into the ghaslings. But I'm not going to sit here and wait for that to happen. I am going to go, and we're going to make a little bit more progress on the hill over there, because if we take the bones that we got, and then along with a pair of shears, we can just plant this down and then just get a bunch of grass, which this is what we are going to need for the hill. Adding the grass makes this look a whole lot better. And now the only thing that I'm thinking this build still needs is like a tree right here. But we are going to come back to that. That's probably going to be one of the last things that we do for this episode. Man, do I really need to fix this terraforming? Next episode. We'll do that next episode. 100%, 100%. But just to check, because it's been a little bit, do we have any ghasts? And none of them have spawned yet. I don't know how long these actually take, but it does look like they're a different texture now. It looks like they're a bit brighter, so I think that means it's going. Now, I do know the faster way for all these guys to grow up is to use snowballs. But you see, we have like no snow near us at all. I think the closest is in that direction, and it's still very far away. Enough that these guys wouldn't be loaded. So I'm going to do that awesome content creator thing of when these guys hatch, to just put them on leads or put them in a box or something like that. And then what I can do is while they're growing up, I can just, edit this video. But for now, we still have to wait and hope that we just get something here. If I do use the F3 screen, it does say on the right-hand side, hydration 2. I don't know what the highest hydration is for when it actually hatches, but hopefully that's soon. What's crazy is that hill right there just looks like it's part of the land now. I feel like it does a really good job of just blending in with the natural terrain. You would never guess that that hill is completely hollow. Oh, and look, with this now being a hydration 3, there's just a little happy face on it too. Like if we compare these two side to side here, this one's like, this one's happy. But I just realized if that's getting happy, these things might be hatching soon. I should probably get prepared with some leads and maybe some fences because I do not need these guys running away on me. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So the fences are ready. I have the leads ready. So whenever these guys start spawning into the world, I can just run over, hit them with the lead, and then put it right onto the fence. Oh, wait, one spawned, which is surprising because that was the last one that I placed. But please tell me I can lead you. Okay, I can. I'm just going to put you right there. Look at this little guy. He's a lot smaller than I was expecting. But I guess this thing is the baby version, and it's going to get much, much bigger. Yep, I was right. These things got a lot bigger. But that means the next step is we need to create some harnesses for these guys. And while I was waiting for these guys to grow up, I did build the tree up there. And this shapes the build just that little bit more, and it looks a lot better. And I have decided on the colors for our harnesses. We're going to do one in lime, one in red, one in cyan, one in orange, and then one in purple. And I have looked at the recipe and I saw that we needed glass. So I have made up some glass and then we have some leather here. So we should just be able to do 2 glass. I think it's 3 leather and then the dye. Oh no, it's wool. So if I just grab this wool here and we'll just need to create the different colors here. Oh no, I'm re-dyeing the same wool. And here we go. Let's try this one more time. And now we can create the different harnesses. And then I think all I have to do is just right click and there we go. So let's just put some harnesses on all of these guys. And I just need this one to come down a little bit and there we go. I actually think these colors look awesome. So now I just need to quickly get on one here and then just bring it all the way over to the garage. Man, these things are pretty slow. But that's okay. These things are mainly going to be useful so we don't have to use anything like scaffolding or dirt to put ourselves up on like the side of a building to work on it, to put some details, whatever it happens to be. We can instead just get off the Happy Ghast and we can use this entire platform to stand on and work on whatever we need to. All right, let's just bring him inside here. And it should be enough that he shouldn't be able to get out. He should be stuck inside of there. Yep, and it does seem like he can't move at all. Now, let's get the other 4 in here. So I've got all the ghasts in here, and I was wrong with the fact that they wouldn't be able to get out of here. And as soon as I got the last one in here, as I was pulling up, the purple guy over here just decided to walk out. Or really, fly out. I wish I had it on camera, but I wasn't recording. So what I've done is I've just used those leads and just hooked them up to this back fence. And then the guy in the middle, I've just snuck in a little fence right here. So when we want to take this guy out, we'll just have to break some of the floorboards, which is fine. Which, by the way, I'm not going to be naming any of these ghasts because I want you to do it. I will be picking 5 names from the comment section of this video to name each of these ghasts, and we are going to apply those names in the next video. So drop your best names down in the comments. Hey, sir, you weren't supposed as a creeper. How would I be able to get this guy out? Guess I'm just going to have to just do that. Okay. Whew, we're good. We're all right. We're fine. But now we have all of these ghasts inside the garage. And I wish that they would all stay going, like looking this way, going out. Like I wish they would just be constantly looking like this, just always ready to go, because that would be awesome. But there we go. The Happy Ghast Garage is now 100% complete on its hill with the tree. It's looking really awesome. And I know I said in the last episode that we would be setting up a path system for this area and getting everything ready, but I think that is going to have to be in the next episode, along with finally killing the Ender Dragon so we can get our hands on an Elytra and shulker boxes so we can start doing even bigger projects. because this one would have been so much easier if I had shulker boxes. But yeah, that means we are going to have to go ahead and end off this episode here. So I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you have a great day or night or wherever it is right now. And I will see you all in the next episode. Goodbye. And don't forget to subscribe.